Hey guys, welcome to BLONITY. First, my little disclaimer, this is no financial advice, my own opinion and estimates. My estimates could be completely wrong. Don't trust, always verify, understand the numbers, be aware of scammers, and you know the best how to invest your money. Please be aware that I'm invested in these companies. Okay guys, so it's Sunday time, it's time for BMX minor comparison. But first let's have a little bit fun, the YouTube ranking by country from my channel. So the US is back at number 1, last week it was Canada, now the US surpassed Canada again, but they are very close together, only a few hundred views in between, very interesting. And UK is number 3, and the average watching time is also the US is number 1, Canada number 2, and UK number 3. And there are a lot of other people from other countries watching. So thank you very much. No matter from where you are, this is such a great community. And the good thing is we are all Bitcoiners. We are all living in the same country in cyberspace, and it's crypto land or so. And this is very important. This has no borders. This is one country, and it's growing very fast. The population is growing very, very fast. Okay, then I have another ranking here by device. So you can see the most people are watching here by smartphone, mobile phone here, 42%. Then with the computer, 37%. Some watch it on TV. So it seems like it's like a thriller or so for many. I don't know. Then we have the tablet with 6% and the gaming console here, like a PlayStation, 1%. I was not thinking that this is possible, but yeah, you can watch maybe with the PlayStation. Great. Yeah, and there were some people, they told me that it's the highlight every day when they watch this. I think one guy told me that he watches this with his brothers and his mom every day. So this is very cool. Thank you very much for this. Yeah, and we have the greatest community, the greatest Bitcoin miner community in the world here on patreon.com/BLONITY. It's called Think Like a Whale. We have this great community there, the Discord channel, the Telegram group, and so on. A lot of stuff, data, and very good discussions. So yeah, it's growing every day, and this is very nice. Okay, but let's jump right into the data. So the operational excellence, we have the mining profitability here. So this is the Bitcoin profitability here. We touched last week the 40 cents per day per terahash. Now we're dropping because the price of Bitcoin is dropping. And yeah, we are very nice here at the model back here. Very good. So we have always these the pushes here, and then we come down to the stock to flow base layer here, and then we go up again. Also in Ethereum, we had huge increase here in the mining profitability in the last few days and weeks. Now we are dropping a little bit, but this was not sustainable here for Ethereum. The fees were too high. This was really crazy, like 17 cents per day per mega hash. So we are now back at 8, 9, 10 cents, but Hive is still making a lot of money, I can tell you. And I think this is just the calm before the storm. I think we're going soon above 20 cents per day per mega hash. Because, yeah, I told you in the last video, I think that the EIP 1559 for Ethereum burning the fees, yeah, maybe it will come in July or August, but not earlier, I guess. That means that the miners like Hive Blockchain will earn a lot of Ethereum via transaction fees, which is very good for the miners. Yeah, then we have here Zcash, which is also looking good. Yeah, that's very good in my opinion. We have the operational excellence here. We have the 10-day moving average of the cross mining margin. We have the 30-day and the 90-day. So this was last week here, the last week Sunday. So we can see that Hive in this week here, it's on the same level here on the 10-day, because we have, since 1 week we have this correction a little bit, so there's no big increase, but we can see that the 30-day is catching up. Last week it was at 340,000, now it's above 400,000 in the last 30 days, so Hive made like 400,000 every day in gross mining margin for the last 30 days. So multiply 400,000 with 30, you will get like 12 million US dollars or something like this within the last 30 days. And within the last 90 days, the moving average here is above 250,000. So this would be 1 quarter, 250,000 every day in gross mining margin. So it's 7.5, 15, 22.5, if I'm correct here, in gross mining margin, 22.5 million within the last 90 days in gross mining margin. So what's interesting, so yeah, Hive is mainly Ethereum right now, but they will increase Bitcoin over the year. I like this strategy very much right now. What we can see is that our Bitcoin miners, they increased their 10-day from last week. It was at 180,000. Now it's at 230,000 here for Hut 8, for example. Also the 30-day increased and the 90-day increased. So yeah, for the Bitcoin miners, this looks very good. Despite the price correction, this is very interesting, but because we had higher fees, and we can see that in the last 30 days, nothing happened here for the miners. So it still looks very bullish, everything. Then we have the hash rate in 2021. So we are right now here at the beginning of March. So right now, Bitfarms is the hash rate leader with 1.18 exahash. Then we have 3 miners. They're approximately the same here. Hut 8, Argo Blockchain, and Riot. They're at 1.07, something like this. So these 3 are at the same level here at spot number 2. Yes, and then we have Mara. So we need now some increase here from the Mara hash rate. I think they should be at 250 still petahash. So, but they told us they will get a big delivery at the end of February. So this is very interesting. Can they get the miners operational here? So we are waiting for these updates here. Yeah, and then we have Hive down there. So they will have an increase in the upcoming months. So here you can see the daily gross mining margins here. So we can see Hut 8, Hive Blockchain was really crazy, close to 600,000 here in my model. Yeah, but now it dropped a little bit because the fees are down in Ethereum. The price is also down. I mean, Ethereum was at $2,000 US. It's now at 1,400. So that's a big drop for Ethereum. Yeah, but the other miners all dropped a little bit, but nothing crazy. They're making a lot of money, approximately 200 to 300,000 right now a day. Okay, then we have the Opex 3 and the time series, which is the first indicator for my BMX model. And yeah, some people asked me about the formulas and all these things. Yeah, I will do a video, I promise, but it's not 100% completed. Yeah, there are some small logical issues with my model. I have right now no time because always the last 20% of a model, it takes a lot of time to get these last 20% perfect done. So this is the Pareto principle, and yeah, that's why I will wait a little bit. When I do this stuff full time, I will complete this. Yeah, okay, so the Opex 3 here is Hive number 1 on operational mining margins. It's crazy good. Riot number 2, Bitfarms number 3, Hut 8 number 4, Argo Blockchain number 5. So you can see the big increase here. So here you can see that the hash rate is now coming online here for Argo. So in the upcoming days and weeks, Argo will rise here significantly because they're now from 600 petahash to 1100 or so, and they will increase in the next few months. So yeah, they could be very fast surpassing here, for example, Hut 8. We will see. Then we have Mara down there. So Mara should now get some hash rate online. So I expect some news there very soon. So then we have the HODL excellence. HODL excellence means basically it's the bitcoins valued in US dollars, which they HODL, and a little bit the HODL speed. So how fast can they increase the HODL? Yeah, and we can see Mara is still number 1. So because of the price drop right now, that's why this moving average drops here a little bit. Mara number 1, Hut 8 number 2, Hive Blockchain number 3, Riot number 4, Argo number 5, and Bitfarms is now also a hodler. That's why they're rising here. So yeah, and yeah, I think Mara should have right now like 5,000 bitcoins on the balance sheet approximately. Hut 8 like 3,100 or something like this. Yeah, and these guys are a little bit lower here, so that's a big advantage right now for Hut 8 and Marathon Patent Group, in my opinion, because that's very good. You have these bitcoins on the balance sheet, and when the price increases, and because we're in a bull run, the price should increase. I mean, there's no guarantee, but when you look in the past, when you look into stock to flow and all these things, there's a high probability that we will increase in price for the next upcoming weeks and months. And yeah, that's when you get a gross mining margin of 100% in HODL, because you have no costs with these HODL Bitcoins. When they increase, yeah, this helps you a lot on the balance sheet, in my opinion. But when it drops, it hurts. Okay, then we have the strategic excellence. This is like, yeah, we're going 130 days, 90 days, and 180 days in the future, and we estimate the price of Bitcoin there, and we estimate the holdings there, and the hash rate and all these things, and this operational margin. So this is a little bit a complicated formula, and that's why I'm working still on this. But it shows that Mara is number 1. They should get a lot of hash rate, and they have the highest holdings right now. We have Riot number 2. So these two companies, they should rise the most in the upcoming weeks in terms of hash rate. Then we have Hive Blockchain here, Hashrate, but these three are very close together. Then we have Argo Blockchain and Bitfarms. So they are not very fast. I mean, for Argo Blockchain and Bitfarms, they have less holdings, and that's why they're a little bit down here. But they do everything to grow now their holdings. So I think maybe they can pick up here, and maybe they can buy the dip too or something like this. Yeah, we will see. Okay, then we have the BMX, the BLONITY Miner Excellence. We have here Mara number 1, Hashrate number 2, and Hive number 3. So we can see the increase here from the last week. So Bitfarms increased very big here, 29 million, because of a lot of new hash rate and the holdings and all the things. Argo here, like 27 million, also increased big. Riot, also these three are the three big, the gainers in the last week. So I think Argo Blockchain will soon here above. Yeah, and I think a lot of people think, yeah, you always have Argo behind and all the things. Yeah, I mean, they had a low hash rate in the last few weeks, like 645 petahash, and the uptime was not perfect, let's say. So it was an average like maybe a 550 petahash or so on average. And yeah, I mean, Hashrate had like 1000 petahash, and Bitfarms had 1000 petahash. And for example, Hashrate had 3000 bitcoins on the balance sheet, and Argo had 500. So I mean, I think it's logical. Okay, Argo does a great job. I mean, they have let's say the best CEO. They have Peter Wall, and the strategy looks very good. So when they disclose with the 200 megawatt facility, when they disclose some hardware there, some petahash, then Argo will jump like crazy. Also with these hash rate increases right now. But in the last few months, from the operational side, Argo was not the strongest, and from the HODL side too. So yeah, please be a little bit patient. I mean, the stock is great. It's doing so good. Yeah, but this is my model here. My model basically is based on hash rate in the past and in the future, and on HODL in the past and in the future, and that's it. And yeah, I mean, there are a lot of other factors to value a stock. But these are the soft factors, and that's why you should do these soft factors, because this is subjective. I do only the objective things, like the data. And yeah, when you think, okay, the Nasdaq listing is more valuable because of the liquidity and all the things, yeah, you should make your own decision. This is my model here, and that's where I base my decision on it. I mean, it could be wrong, and sometimes it is wrong. That's for sure. Yeah, then we have the BLONITY Miners Excellence Indicator, the BMXI, which is the BMX, divided by the market cap. So this is relative, and it should indicate from the data perspective which miner is the most undervalued. And in my model, it's still Hashrate, the most undervalued here. But we can see Bitfarms is climbing here very fast. They're very undervalued in my opinion, these two. Then we have Hive Blockchain, then we have Argo Blockchain. They had a huge price increase, so that's why they're a little bit down here. But they are also on the rise because of the new hash rate. It will take some days that they will rise more, because I'm working with this moving average, like 30-day, 90-day, and so on. So when you have 1 day a high hash rate, this does not make big changes here. Yeah, and then we have Mara and we have Riot here. So very interesting. So here's the ranking, 1, 2, 3 right now. So these are the 3 Canadians. And yeah, you can see here the market cap. So Riot and Mara, these two here, they are at 3 billion. Then we have Hive Blockchain here, 1.4 billion. Then we have Argo Blockchain, 1.2 billion. Then we have Hashrate, a little bit below 1 billion here, 900 million. And then we have Bitfarms, 600 million. And the funny part is right now that Bitfarms is the hash rate leader with 1.18 exahash right now, and it has the lowest market cap. So yeah, that's a little bit funny. I love these situations. Yeah, let's move on. So how many X since the version 0.3? That was mid of December here. That's when I showed you the first time the BMX and the portfolio, my portfolio and all these things. So we have a little drop since the last week, but right now not that big. As you can see, Argo from 30x to 26x. All the miners dropped. Also the US miners here, from Mara from 9 to 6, Riot from 8 to 5. What's very interesting that HUD8 dropped not really big, from 7.3x to 6.9x. So that looks very stable right now. Bitfarms 14 to 11, Hive 6.5 to 4.7. Yeah, so but they're still all like above 5x since December. So they're all very good investments. But Argo is really the big leader here. I mean, they were very undervalued that time in December. I said this for 4 or 5 weeks then. Back then, that is Argo is very undervalued. It was always my BMXI leader. But since then, it turned completely. It catched up with the others and it surpassed the others. So Argo is such a great successful story. And yeah, I know people, there were people, I mean, my cheapest buy for Argo was like 6 euro cents. So this is like 4 pence or something like this. But this was only one buy order. I bought at 10 and 12 cents and so on. But there are some people, they bought at 3.7 pence. Yeah, this is crazy cheap. So they're close to a 100 bagger. I know this. And yeah, congratulations to you guys. You did a amazing thing, and that's when you understand the fundamentals. When you're convinced about something, then do it, damn, and don't wait when you see a chance. Don't wait for hype or something like this. You need to buy always before hype. So I started yesterday some polls on Twitter. So it was a little bit coincidence that I found this function here. I was not aware of this, or I was not thinking about this, but then, okay, yeah, we can do these polls, and I started 2 polls here. The first one, which is the Bitcoin mining company not listed on Nasdaq you are currently invested the most and why? I can only choose 4, which is stupid, by the way. Yeah, I would have added more like DigiHost or DMG Blockchain or so, but I can only choose 4, so I took my 4 here from the BMXI model. Maybe I will start another poll with some other companies. I think the most of my viewers, or especially my Twitter followers, are invested in Argo Blockchain the most, then HUD8, then Hive Blockchain, and Bitfarms is very low here. And the second question was, which Bitcoin mining company will get listed first on Nasdaq? So it's just speculation that they will list on Nasdaq, but I think they are all trying. There's no guarantee. Yeah, the most people think that Argo Blockchain is the number 1, then HUD8, then Hive Blockchain, and then Bitfarms. So this fits here to the holdings here. So people are very big invested in Argo Blockchain because they think, first of all, it's a great company. It's very transparent. They're a very good brand, and yeah, and but the people also think that they will be listed Nasdaq first, and it could be true. I mean, we don't know it, but it could be true. And that would be very nice for these investors. They have these big Argo Blockchain holdings. But what shows me this also is that, for example, Bitfarms looks very, very undervalued in all these things. Yeah, and I'm a contrarian, so I really like this this setup here. So I think you know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, this is my portfolio here right now. So the last week was not so good, minus 22%. Yeah, I had a little bit cash last week on the sideline, and it not lasted long. So I was buying KR1 like crazy in the last week because the stock was so much down. And yeah, maybe we go down even more tomorrow or so because Bitcoin is dropping again. But it was so low that I was thinking, okay, yeah, you never get the 100% dip, the 100% low. So when you're convinced about something, let's buy it. And I bought the dip here in KR1, a lot of tranches, so I'm right now very big again in KR1. I feel very good with this investment, but I'm also big in Argo Blockchain, Bitfarms, Hive, and HUD8 is still my biggest holding. When you see my goal here, I should decrease HUD a little bit and move into Bitfarms. I mean, last Monday I missed this huge pump in HUD8. I was busy, I had meetings, and then it pushed to 16 Canadian dollars and it dropped back to 10 or so. I mean, that was foolish for me to set not a limit order there. This will not happen again. And yeah, I should increase a little bit Bitfarms, because all these polls and so, they are not loved right now, and these are the investments I like. When there's no hype, when the people move to other stocks, that's when I buy. Yeah, and then some people ask me, why don't you have Riot and Mara right now in the portfolio, because it shows you on the goal. It has several reasons, but the number one reason right now is because they are already listed on the NASDAQ. And I think that NASDAQ will give these companies, when they announce the listing, will give a big push. You can see it with the market cap and all the things. So I really don't know which one is going to be the first, and I don't know when. But yeah, when this starts, I think these companies, these four here, they have a bigger potential then. And yeah, it could be next week, it could be in 1 month, or in 3 months. And yeah, that's why that's the number one reason why right now with these companies, but they are also great companies. Yeah, with Mara, I want to see now Hashrate. I want to see now they're above 1 exahash, and I want to see growth and all these things, because they're right now as I'm aware of, they're at 250 petahash. And yeah, we need now these miners online. I want to see the facility. I want to see the Bitcoin, how many Bitcoins they mine and all these things. Yes, and about Riot, I think they didn't tell us when they said that they're above 1 exahash, they didn't tell us where they hosted these miners. I think it's the Alcoa Messina plant there, but I think in this report it was not mentioned. Maybe I was too stupid to see it, but I really need more information from these two here, and then I will go back into them. But first I will wait here for this NASDAQ announcement, which I expect. You can never be sure. Okay, guys, so let's move on. And my slogan here is follow the value, price will come. Yeah, some people ask me, yeah, I think HUD8 or Bitfarms, they missed the ship, they're not generating hype, and yeah, that's why I move into Argo or so. Yeah, but I can tell you, that's when you have these stocks, they have no hype or not that much hype, for example, than Argo, that's when you should buy and not sell. That's at least my strategy. Yeah, this worked for Argo, for example, in December and November and October. No one was caring about Argo. Everyone was buying Riot and Mara, which were also very good investments. But Argo was a lot better investment because no one cared about Argo Blockchain, and that's when I buy. And yeah, that's my strategy, guys. Okay, guys, no financial advice here. That counts for all slides. And yeah, especially right now, because we have another correction, it's gonna be a rough ride. There will be 50% drops in one day. Can you handle this volatility? I always have these problems with this word, volatility. Okay, to succeed, you need a lot of know-how and nerves of steel. So first of all, you need to understand the fundamentals, because when you understand that these miners are making a lot of money every day, no matter where Bitcoin is at 40, 50 or 60,000, because they're all hodling right now. They don't sell or sell only a small amount. The majority of the Bitcoins are hodled right now. And if Bitcoin rises, they will wait for another top or something like this and then sell. So these short-term corrections, they does not generate a problem for these. In the opposite, for example, Hive Blockchain in the last few days or in the beginning of the last week, when there was the huge drop in price, the Ethereum mining profitability was at the 1-year high or something like this, or since 3 years it was a high, because there were so many transaction fees, because of a lot of people panicked, I think, and sold, and there was all this DeFi craze on the blockchain and Ethereum. So Hive earned more money than when the price was higher. So these are the things you need to understand, these mining economics, and then you will get these nerves of steel. So if you're new right now and you're now in red, minus 20% or so, relax. We're in a bull run. We're still in a bull run. A lot of institutions are buying. I mean, you never know when this bull run ends. I mean, it could end tomorrow, but the probability is higher that it will continue, at least in my opinion. So I'm hodling. I'm investing, and I'm very happy about these investments, and I think they will yeah, make a lot of people rich in this year. Okay, so this is the part 2, the BLONITY forecast for 2021. First of all, we have the market cap forecast here of Hive Blockchain, 16 to 21 billion. So this is the max forecast I can see when Bitcoin goes to $200,000, for example, at the end of the year. This is my model here, Hashrate 22 to 30 billion because they have huge holdings. Then we have Bitfarms 5 to 7 billion. I think they will rise here now. They should announce some more hash rate. They have this goal of 3 exahash, and they're starting now hodling. So I need a little bit more data. Then they will rise here too. Argo like 8 to 10 billion. Mara 47 to 62 billion. So for Mara, we really need this 10 exahash in this year. Then this is possible. If they not get these miners operational, then I don't think they will reach these numbers. And for Riot, we have 17 to 23 billion. So yeah, this is the market cap. This is no financial advice. Then you have my BLONITY share price forecast for 2021. This is also the maximum. If Bitcoin goes to 200,000, so for Hive Blockchain, they're really on the rise right now. I can see 46 to 61 US dollars. We have high 200 to 270 US dollars. We have Bitfarms 42 to 56 US dollars. We have Argo 22 to 29 US dollars. We have Mara 366 to 488. And we have Riot 200 to 300 US dollars. There's no financial advice. This is just my speculation, my calculation. Please be always aware of this. I can be completely wrong here. So then we have the BLONITY leverage forecast for 2021. So this means which stock could give you, in my opinion, the highest increase from here. So it can, when you say here 12, for example, it means in my model it can increase 12 times. So Hive Blockchain, I can see 12 to 16x right now. Hashrate 25 to 33x. Bitfarms 9 to 12x. Argo Blockchain 6 to 9x. Mara 12 to 16x. And Riot 5 to 7x. Okay, guys, I can be wrong here with this. Please be always aware of this. And yeah, we will see. And this all is for Bitcoin at 200,000. I mean, also Bitcoin can go a lot higher. It can go to 400,000 or it can only to 100,000. So, but yeah, this is based on the stock to flow, or it's in between the stock to flow and stock to flow cross asset, which is even more bullish. And yeah, that's the goal here. There's no financial advice, all these slides. And please be aware that all models are wrong, but some are useful. I think my model is useful, but I don't think we will hit all these prices I mentioned here. So, guys, I think we're coming now to the end, and I want to say, have fun also in these corrections and think always like a whale. So, yeah, I received this t-shirt here from the guy Blake. He sent it to me. This is a great t-shirt, and it says BTMFD. I think the most of you know what it means. It's by the dip. Okay, so yeah, that's what I will try to get some cash available next week if we stay down there, and I will try to buy more, even more. Yeah, I don't know how long this correction will last. Maybe we will shoot up on Wednesday, or we will last there 2 weeks or so. But I'm really in this game for long term, not forever, but for this bull run. And I think this is a very small correction right now, and that's not a big issue. For me, this is no problem. So always relax, no emotions here, think like a whale, and then you will win. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.